alive. They want to kill our general so that they can set us back for very many years. That they will stay here and make sure it doesn't happen. That was how we lost 28 men defending me. Now you understand it. Me and your useless zoo, who is the coward? You came with army to fight an unarmed man. When I become armed, what are you going to do? You will run to Britain to help you, isn't it? Now we know who is a coward. Now you now understand why Yorubas propagate it. Because some of them are the real cowards. They're the real cowards. Can they stand up against the zoo, against injustice? Our dear brother Kavich Biafra have just written to us. I want proper names, please. You know how we work here. The question is, what will be the value of our currency compared to the world? The value of your currency depends on the goods and services. I don't want to go into it too much before they will say these Biafrans, they're too intelligent. Let's not give them Biafra. You know how they behave. But our currency will be free-flowing. Floating. I hate the word. Let our productivity and our gold reserves back up the value of our currency. We will not set it. Britain tried to do that within the exchange rate mechanism and it blew up on their faces. If you wonder today why George Soros is one of the richest men in the world, is because he bet against the pound and the British government lost against George Soros 50 billion pounds. When they left the exchange rate mechanism, I think it was when Norman Lamont was the chancellor, I think around 1993. The currency speculators had a run because the pound was pegged against, it was part of the European exchange rate mechanism, the ERM. So fixing your currency artificially or pegging it is a very bad idea. Ours shall float. It will sink or it will remain buoyant depending on our productivity because we are learned. They won't allow us to have Biafra. So we know what we're doing. Please. Who is holding? Please go ahead. Caller on Skype, can you hear me? This is Radio Biafra.
Thank you very much, my supreme leader. This is Emmanuel Chibuzo Iguato, and I'm calling from South Africa.
From South Africa,
go ahead. Yes. I want to say this evening that I'm so happy to hear the voice of the man the whole world is waiting today to hear from, and the man that have said it all. And everything that you said, starting from the very year that I started listening to you, till date, it has happened. So I have a very simple question that I want to ask. I remembered very well the last broadcast you did, I think, somewhere in Zoo before they tried to kill you, to take you from us. You said something like you have a 3-plan, and your plans are always, I know that this question that I'm asking now, many people have it in mind, but they don't want to ask because of something beyond their, I don't know how to put it. I want to ask, this 3-plan that our leader is the one that knows the 3, and our deputy know to those who are so close, no one. I want to ask, in these plans, do we have anything like a way of dealing with our distractors? Because some people have decided that anytime our leader, we celebrate in fact, we are fanatical about our leader. But some people have developed a tendency that anytime our leader is online broadcasting, you will see them. For example, somebody like IJ, Onibo, whatever that she called herself, and others, many of them. So on these plans, do we have a way of dealing with people like this? If there is any, please, our Supreme, tell us so that we can know what to do. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You know, people want to remain relevant. I wouldn't have thought that you would dignify in an entity by mentioning their name on this hallowed platform of Radio Biafra. We deal with issues, not with personalities. As I said to you before, we are very competitive. If people cannot be like you, they try to run you down. But that is what I feed on. People see it as a negative thing. Me, I see it as a very positive thing. The more enemies and detractors I have, the better I function. People are raising money, as I told you before. Our people are good at it. That's all what they know all their lives. From 1970 till now. The only way a Biafran can become relevant, Igbo, Efiki, Bibio, Ejoy, Ikwere, and Yoma, name it, is by betraying their people. Chibika Mechi is an example. Betrayal runs in our blood. You can say many things about the Yorubas, but believe you me, they are not as treacherous as we are as a people. That is who we are. We are competitive. They want to be like a Nnamdi Kanu. They can never be. The next thing to do is to become envious. Some people wanted to speak to my deputy in my absence, and my deputy rightly said, no, I will not speak to you because you have nothing to offer. And they decided to join the camp of the enemy. That is their business. I believe in freedom of speech. You can say whatever you like about me. I welcome it and I love it. I'm more intelligent than you, so what are you going to do about it? You keep ranting by the side and ranting all you can and dying of heart attack and heartache because you can never be like the people that run IPOB. IPOB is a global phenomenon. I said global phenomenon. The like of which we have never seen before and not likely to see ever again. People want to be part of it. If we say no to them because of their shady, questionable character, they get upset, and rightly so. So allow them to brood. Allow them to vent, or should I say ventilate their anger. On social media, that is their prerogative, that is their right. Please allow them to, because I, Nnamdi Kanu, believe in freedom of speech. No matter what somebody says, it shouldn't warrant them being hanged for it. It is only when you collude with the enemy that you become the enemy of the people. That's how it works. Allow the idiots to keep ranting and raving. Is their prerogative. I am a firm believer in democratic ideals, freedom of speech. Let them speak, please. The next caller, please. The caller on the phone, can you hear me?
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening to you.
My director, bless you.
He said, and bless you too.
My name is Wangwo Innocent. I'm calling from Enugu.
Thank you. Wangwo Innocent. Go ahead.
My director, my question goes to our church member because I'm a Catholic and I'm also a charismatic. But all these things you have been teaching us for so long, our church leader, maybe our reverend fathers and some of our bishops find it very difficult to believe you. Anytime if I go to church, going to worship people to Gabiama in the church, but at the end I will come back very sad because the church member will still praying for church God to bless Nigeria for 2019 election. I don't know, and this thing is getting too much in so many of my church members and my charismatic members. There are too, maybe mentally slaves is too much on them. Please, my director, how are we going to do with these people, with this my fellow Christian brethren?
Thank you very much. Thank you for that. You keep on praying for them. You keep on praying for these people to repent and see the light, to see the truth and to embrace it. As I said before, when Awusa Fulani people came to our land during the conquest, during the genocidal war of 67 to 70, a lot of women fell pregnant, either through rape or through acquiescence. I don't know what it is. They gave birth to a lot of people that have Awusa blood in them. You find them in your churches. Because as I've said before, and I'll say it again, we are Republicans by nature. We love our freedom. Anybody against IPOB, anybody against Biafra, against the restoration that we are all pursuing is born of an Hausa man or woman. Fulani, you are not one of us. I have said this many times and I will keep saying it. Anybody who is against what we are doing, against this very gospel of truth and of redemption, is not and can never be part of us or one of us. As simple as that. So don't you worry yourself. Keep praying for them. One day they will turn around. And they think that Biafra will bring their business, their church business to an end. Not at all. There will be freedom of association. You do whatever you like. That's entirely up to you. I am a libertarian. I believe in giving people freedom. I believe that people should have some set of natural, inalienable rights that the state cannot and should not encroach into. The right to freely associate, the right to freedom of speech, of religion, of belief is entirely down to the individual. Hasn't to do with the state. So keep praying for them. One day they might turn around and do the right thing. I have somebody, a message said, I just realized, actually the time now is 10 past 10 here in the evening in Israel. We started around 20 past, is that correct? So make it 3 hours broadcast today. This is from Osa Asogwa Chinidu. Chinwike, good evening, my leader. My question is more like a request. It seems that Enugu and its environs are being neglected in terms of relay station. Enugu is so vulnerable to political exploits, raising more needs for Radio Biafra. Is there any plan to, of course, we are working on it very seriously. Enugu will be covered as well as other areas of Biafra. But as I said earlier, the problem that we keep having is the issue of fueling these relay stations, because you know the zoo has no electricity, so we need to power up the plant sometimes to power up our relay stations. That could be the problem, and we'll try and resolve it. IPOB is very strong. We are very formidable. We are doing the best we can under the circumstance, and I'm absolutely certain that in no time all our relay stations will be up and running. We do ask you to try and bear with us. But if you can't listen via any other platform, please try and do so. As I've said earlier, if you're residing anywhere in the Western Hemisphere, I do strongly recommend that you supply a satellite receiver to your village so that they too can listen to Radio Biafra via satellite. Very, very important indeed. Do we have any other caller on the line, please? The caller on the phone, can you hear me? No, I cannot hear anybody on the phone. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Thank you very much for calling. This is Radio Biafra, please. Go ahead.
Yes. Good afternoon. My able leader, Nnamdi Kanu.
Good evening from here.
Yes. Good afternoon, fellow Biafrans all over the world. My name is Chinwa Kweze. I'm calling from the city of Toronto. Can you hear me?
Toronto, live and clear. Please proceed.
All right. My name is Chinwa Kweze. Like I said, I'm from Enugu Agede, Njikoka local government, Oka province of Biafra land. My leader, my heart is filled with joy that I can hear your voice once more again. I'm speaking to you in person.
You are very kind. Thank you.
Yes, at this point in time, with the deepest humility in my heart, I offer Chukwuka Biama, all his respect for giving us a person like you. You are a gift to mankind and a gift to Biafrans. Mazi, there is something very, very important that I want to suggest. We know that the plans, our roadmap to the restoration of our nation, Biafra, has been divinely suggested to you and given to you by Chukwuka Biama even before the onset of this journey. I will appeal to you to do this thing, our restoration process, the way God directs you. We don't want to put you under pressure. We don't want to make mistakes. Biafrans all over the world, the only thing you owe this struggle is support. The only thing you owe this struggle is obedience. According to Obido or say, whatever you are asked to do, do it. Our leader, God is behind you, and our people too are behind you. Take it in the pace that Chukwuka Biama wants it. Let us don't hurry over the food that we know surely we will eat. Because for some of us, we have seen the finishing line, and we know that Biafra must come, no matter how anybody or no matter what anybody do about it. I want to encourage all Biafrans, especially those in Biafra land. It hurts my heart when I hear that our real estate stations are not working in Biafra land. If we can listen to our radios on our app here and we refuse, my director, give us bill for us to put real estate stations in our land so that our people can listen to the radio and get the information that you want to pass across to them. Because they are the most important people even in this struggle. They are the people that need this information. Let us ask ourselves, Biafra land, how many states? 8 or 9 states. We can cover it. There is no way, if we are truthful to ourselves, that we cannot tax ourselves and cover the purchase of transmitters or real estate that will cover the whole of Biafra land so that our people will get this good news before the coming of this 2019 election. As I want to stop here, may Chukwu in infinite mercy continue to give you that wisdom that the whole world cannot give. Thank you, Mazi. God bless you, sir.
And you too. Thank you very, very much for that. Thank you from Toronto in Canada. We are all over the world. That is why IPOB is unique. And in fairness to this very noble family of IPOB, they have done well in the past and they will do well again. There were those of you that remained very consistent throughout the period of my absence from live broadcast. And I commend each and every one of you, and I will ask you to dig deeper. The unique thing about us is that we are not sponsored by anybody. I say it live on Radio Biafra. If you have ever sponsored Radio Biafra before, you're a billionaire, you're a millionaire, you're a politician, you're whoever, please come out and say it. Say that Nnamdi Kanu is lying because you know I don't lie. Come out and say it in the open. We fund ourselves. And I must say that this family, given where we are coming from and where we are today, this noble family all over the world has done very well. And I commend each and every one of you, and you must do more. You must do more. We need more relay stations. We need to replace the old ones. We need to take care of families. We have people who have been abducted, people who lost their loved ones in this very effort. We must take care of their families, the school fees for their children, their accommodation, their feeding, all the rest of it. We are doing all of that every blessed day. I was hoping that somebody would ask me about funding, what we do with our money. I was hoping that somebody would ask me about our defense fund because I wanted to deal with that very issue live on air so that the whole world can hear me. That's what I'm waiting for. I want the gossipers. Please use a pseudonym as some of you want to do, and come and ask me very serious questions so I can answer them live on air so that the whole world can hear. Because what used to happen is this. People who never before contributed to Radio Biafra will come out and ask you questions about funding. And I ask them, please, can you show me the receipt of your own contribution, especially towards defense fund, and they don't have it. But I want you to tell them what you intend to do with the defense fund, as if it is theirs. As if I tell them where the defense fund is and the money is seized, that they will somehow refund us the money. No, they won't. They are working for the zoo. And let me also remind you what happened to our radio station, our AM radio station that is today in Abuja. I remember some of them working for the late EK, the family, so rest in peace, badgering me and asking me to show them the transmitter that we bought. I foolishly succumbed and I showed them where this transmitter is. And lo and behold, it wasn't up to 1 week. Abuja came and carried the transmitter. That's what they want us to do. Tell me where the defense fund is. Show me, tell me. So if I tell them Abuja will go and take the money, and then they'll be jubilating, they'll be jumping up and down, say we have won. They did it to us before, they can't do it to us again. Because those people did not contribute a single dime to our defense fund. They think when they talk about money that Biafrans are so foolish and so beholden to money. When they talk about money, people will say, okay, it is true. Where is our money? And because of that, we won't contribute anymore. Do you know why they were doing that? They want to stop you from funding IPOB. That's all. So you can be a saboteur like them. So we will collapse. Or maybe I will be like Owazurike, running from one discredited politician to the other, begging for money. Do you see how they operate? That's why I want serious questions. All those gossipy questions, I want to deal with them tonight. Ask so I will mention your name and then I will answer the question. Mad people. Please, who is on Skype, please? You know me, I don't have any secrets. I say everything out in the open. Who is on Skype? Your name, please, and where you're calling from. Can you hear me? The caller on Skype, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, my leader. Good evening from here.
Good evening to you. Please go ahead.
My name is Mazi Oge Friday Igiri. I'm calling from Abakaliki province of Biafra land.
It's very good. You're calling from the beautiful Abakaliki, beautiful Ebonyi.
Yeah.
Where that madman is from.
My leader, you can say that again. Ebonyi state is formidable. We are very much strongly with you and the indigenous people of Biafra in the struggle to restore our nation. And there is nothing on earth that will stop it.
Nothing can.
Chukwuka Biama is with us. The land of Ebonyi State and the people of Ebonyi State, they are solidly with you. And come February, when the election is going to be conducted, it is our assurance that election is going to be boycotted here. We have so many challenges in Ebonyi, but most of it is in Ebonyi South, where Omahi, the governor of the state, came from. The signal of our radio is not being received there.
We will take the battle to him. We are going to establish Radio Biafra that will take the battle to Omahi in his own village.
Please, my leader, it will please us very much that in a no distant time, that the people in Ebonyi South, Senatorial District, have a CHK relay station to cover that environment. But the one we have in Abakaliki, the capital city of the state, is covering both Ebonyi North and Ebonyi Central, and it is very much good. It doesn't stop. I do not want to take much of time because I know there are thousands of Biafrans all over the world and lovers of freedom who are online waiting to speak. But my leader, I am very much happy to hear from you. And believe me, the people of Ebonyi State are very much proud of you and what you are doing for us. I want to say, may Chukwu Abiyama bless you more and more. I so much thank Chukwu Abiyama for your life. And you continue to live until Biafra is totally being restored. You will enjoy the fruit of your labor on earth. Because you are God sent. And you must complete the work that you've been sent to come and do. Forget about all this they are ranting. We know all of them and what they can do. They will only talk and they will only try to fear our people. But the Ebonyi people are not those that you can fear anyhow. We stand very strong and solidly with you. And we are going to boycott this election. Ebonyi people has risen. Our women has risen. Our elders has risen. And the truth of the matter is that they cannot buy us with money. It is true they are hungry in the land, but they are not going to buy us with money any longer. We have made up our mind to stand in the struggle to restore Biafra. And that is what we must do. Thank you very much, and may Chukwu Abiyama bless you. To all my brethren in Abakaliki province here, I urge you to remain strong and continue to remain resolute. We must get Biafra restored, and there is nothing that will stop it. Thank you, and may Chukwu Abiyama bless you.
Thank you very much from Abakaliki. Abakaliki is strong. Do you know how I know they are strong? And the Ebonyi in general. When I went to Ebonyi State, the army mounted 6 roadblocks. The video is there, and I want to circulate it. 6. I went into Ebonyi. I stopped in front of Dave Umahi's office. People working for him even came out to see me, despite being under the threat of a sack, if they do so. The whole of Abakaliki came out to see me. Now you understand why they are jealous. They know anywhere I go to that IPOB is there. We shut everywhere down. I was in Igbo. I only went to Igbo. I didn't even go to Borough Park. Only Igbo. The hold up in Iguacha was 8 hours because of the crowd. That's why they are jealous. You can be as jealous as you like from now till the kingdom come. You will never lead IPOB. Because if you're not pure at heart, you cannot lead IPOB. IPOB is divine. Divine. Direct from heaven. Not this very earth. I assure you. This is Radio Biafra. We must bring our program today to an end, but I can assure you that once in a while we shall hold an interactive session. I was hoping that those noisemakers and yappers will come to ask difficult questions. I'm waiting for them. Maybe I will try and organize one next time. That maybe I won't do an address. People can just phone in and ask questions, and I'll be able to answer it. Anybody who knows me knows that I'm very, very transparent and very clear. Our people are everywhere, and if they don't want us to boycott the elections, they know what to do. Very simple. Accede to our demands, and we lift the ban on the boycott. If not, we boycott. As simple as that. This is Radio Biafra, and I thank you all for listening. And I also thank Ikechu, who's been here doing a lot of work. I also thank my deputy chairman and all those that have made this program this evening very possible. But above all, I thank all of you that listen from all over the world. Chukwoke Kabiama will bless and preserve each and every one of you. And Biafra shall be restored in His name and His name alone.